J Mac from Syracuse, New York. Man, came all the way out to see my Colorado Buffs.
What channel do you watch? They brought you out here.
The pregame show.
Never watched the college game till last season when Coach Prime came to Colorado. And I am in Colorado at Folsom Field. I am the Colorado Buffaloes auntie from Texas. Sweet treat.
Hey, I've been following the pregame show. It's all about let's go Buffs.
Way from Texas, yes sir. Watch you every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes of everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. You're trying to put your up on game.
All right, we're here on the pregame show sitting with new defensive line coach Domata Peko. How are you doing today, Coach?
Doing great, brother. Excited to be here. Excited to be with the Buffs and join the team and help our young guys out, try to be the best they can.
So before we get into the football stuff, I want to get a background of who you are. So coming from Samoan culture, Polynesian culture, you got the tribal tattoos, or y'all are doing the celebratory dances like hakas. I want you to touch on your upbringing and how it was like being Domata Peko growing up in that culture.
It's a blessing, man. I thank God I spent some time in Samoa growing up. I did my junior high there and high school in American Samoa. And one thing about Polynesians, about Samoans, is that we're big on our family, we're big on our culture. And one of the main things I really took from our culture is showing love and respect to everybody. So it's been a blessing for me, and I thank God that I was raised in that fashion, and just want to spread that culture to our people here and to our team here about just showing love and respect. And then when it's time for business, man, when it's time to go on that field and work, it's time for work. So it's definitely I'm proud to be Samoan and proud to bring that Polynesian connection here to Boulder and try to recruit some more Polynesians for our team.
So, Coach, what got you into football? Were you surrounded by people with your family, or was there a specific player or team that you watched growing up?
Yeah, man, I thank God. My older brother, he's one of my biggest role models. His name is Domata Peko. He played in the National Football League before me. He went to Michigan State University, and he's my older brother. So he kind of showed us the ropes as the youngest in my family. I'm the youngest of 9, so I knew that if my older brother could do it, I knew that I could do it. But I was just trying to follow in his footsteps. Ended up working out for me, and so that was one of my biggest football idols growing up is my brother.
So one of Coach Prime's philosophies is if you're going to be around this team in this building, you have to be a family man. You have to be a good dad, or if you're not a dad, then just somebody who has those good qualities. So with you, you've built a family. You have a wife and 3 sons. Can you speak on your relationship with them?
Yeah, man, my wife and my family are my everything, man. My wife, her name is Anna Peko. We've been together for almost 22 years. Nice. So we've been together for a long time. She knew me before I made any money. She loved me for who I was and has my back throughout this whole process. And then we have 3 boys. Thank God for that. I got a little D-line in the making. I got a little 3-4 front right now, you know what I mean, with the 3D linemen. My oldest, his name is Domata Jr. He's in JUCO right now. He plays edge. And then my middle son, his name is Joseph Peko. He's at Oaks Christian. He plays defensive tackle, nose guard like me. He looks like me, 6'3", freaking big body guy, and highly recruited as well. And then my youngest, his name is Samson. And he's 11 years old, and he keeps me on my toes and keeps me and my wife busy. But yeah, family is everything. I love what Coach Prime, how he preaches that and he walks it. And I believe that the same type of values, man. Putting your family first, and family over everything.
So, Coach, I kind of want to put the highlight on your namesake for a second. Like you just mentioned, Domata Peko Jr., who plays JUCO ball at Ventura College. So now as a college coach and a JUCO dad, I'm wondering what your opinion is on the recent ruling that allows JUCO players to play all their years in JUCO and then retain their NCAA eligibility.
Yeah, man, I'm a JUCO guy as well. Like you said, I went to College of the Canyons, and I'm really excited for that new rule because it gives the guys in JUCO a little bit of advantage. You know what I mean? You can come out as a sophomore in JUCO and come back here, get all your years, and come into here as a freshman. But your experience in JUCO gets you ready for your academics. at the D1 and in the NCAA, but also it gives you a chance to go against some bigger bodies and some bigger offensive linemen than high school guys, which can really prepare you for making the leap to D1. So that's a great rule, and I'm excited and can't wait to hit the portal for some of these JUCO guys.
So, Coach, you obviously had an amazing NFL career. You've got the NFL tattoo on your arm, spanning 15 years. But you spent most of your time in Cincinnati with the Bengals, and throughout that time, you grew to be a team captain. So, can you speak on what adversity and success on an NFL field molds somebody into becoming a leader?
Yeah, man, I really thank God that I got put in the right situation. When I first got to the Bengals in 2006, I was behind a couple leaders, a couple veterans. One of them's name was Justin Smith, and then a guy named John Thornton. But we had an old veteran, his name was Sam Adams. Won some Super Bowls with Coach Lewis in Baltimore, and then he was my vet. He showed me the ropes as well. But as a young guy coming in, man, having those older veterans kind of show me the ropes, I think is huge. It helped play a big role in molding me to the player I was. And then being voted captain in the NFL was a great accomplishment for me. Took a lot of pride in it, man. To have 53 grown men looking at as you as a leader just speaks volumes. But the way I led, man, I led by example. I like to not only just preach it, but I like to walk it. You know what I mean? Action speaks louder than words. And I was just encouraging one of our young guys here, freshman All-American, our offensive tackle, about just being a leader. I've been here for a couple of weeks, and I can see the leadership qualities in him. And I was just telling him, I like how you're leading by example. So I think that's huge, and being a captain is not only talking the talk, but walking the walk.
So, Coach, you just recently retired in 2020, and after your playing career, you got an assistant coaching job with the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys. So, can you just talk about what that role was, how you got there, and how it's going to prepare you for this role?
Yeah, man. I believe coaching and like getting coaching gigs and anything in life, it's all about networking and relationships. So I thank God throughout my 15 years of playing, all my coaches I've ever been around, I just always try to show the best effort, always give them my best, and they seen the type of character I was, being a pro on and off the field. So big shout out to Coach Mike Zimmer. He was my defensive coordinator at Cincinnati. He got the DC job with the Cowboys, and I just gave him a ring and told him I wanted to help out, and he invited me out to camp, and they ended up keeping me for the year last year as an assistant defensive line coach, and it was a blessing, man, to be a coach at the highest level there. And thank God that's how this opportunity came, was the same way through Coach Zimmer. I guess Coach Dion reached out, said he needed a new defensive line coach, and Coach Zimmer put my name in the hat and did an interview with Coach Prime, and now I'm here, man. So I encourage all you young coaches out there, make sure you never burn a bridge, and always network and try to build relationships, because I think relationships are key for finding a great coaching career.
So you are now one of the several people in the building who were in the NFL of some sorts, whether it was coaching in there or playing in there or doing both. And I think all those people in this building is a testament to a philosophy of Coach Prime's, which is knowing by doing. There's no better teacher for these prospects, for these players, than people who did it at the highest level. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, man. I know if I was a high school kid or if I was a transfer portal guy, I would love to come here, because you got some guys that are wearing gold jackets, guys that have done it at the highest level, almost in every single room here. So you can learn from some of the best, put some great film out there, and we can teach you how to do it since we've been there. And some of my favorite coaches were coaches that actually put their hand in the dirt like me, and been through some double teams, been through the adversity. So it's definitely a very good place to be here in Boulder with the experience that Coach Prime has, and then with all the new coaches that are here as well. So definitely a place to be.
So, Coach, speaking of former NFLers, you have some big shoes to fill with former NFLer last having your job, Des Moines Lewis. Last year, the Buffs defensive front took a huge step under his belt. Had 39 sacks, led the country, 17th in the country in sacks. But as far as personality, he was very, I'm going to rip your arm off, run through the wall type of guy, while obviously you're very reserved. So I wonder, what will your coaching philosophy be as the season draws near?
Yeah, man, I thank God for this role, you know what I mean? And for me, some of the things that I want to see out of our defensive line is being great on first and second down, stopping the run, man. That's what I was known for in the NFL, was being a run stopper. And then also being pretty elusive in the pass rush as well, you know what I mean? So, but it all starts with up front. Stopping the run on first and second down so we can get them into third and longs, and then we can pin our ears back and get after the quarterback. But some of the things that I like is guys getting off the ball, locking dudes out, and then shedding blocks and swarming to the ball. Because I feel like if you get 11 guys running to that ball, good things are going to happen. So that's some of the things that I love about defensive line and some of the things that I'm going to bring to the table here with our guys.
So, Coach, recruiting in college sports is one of, if not the most important aspect of the whole game. So can you tell us what you'll be looking for and what really makes an elite defensive lineman?
Yeah, man, I've been watching some film and watching huddles and different highlights of different guys. For me, man, I like to pull up some of the fourth quarter plays, you know what I mean? And because everyone has good highlights, you can put together 11 good plays, you know what I mean, throughout the season. It looks great, but I want to see how they're doing in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? When you're tired, you know, when you have to grind some stuff out. So those are some of the things that I'm going to be keen on for some of the D linemen. But I'm some of the traits I'm looking for are guys that strike people, have great hands, have great leverage, and are able to run to the ball and get off blocks. You know what I mean? Because I think that's one of the keys to the game is getting off the blocks. So I want to see how destructive they are and how violently these young guys are getting off blocks and getting to that ball.
So, Coach, like you mentioned, you've been here for a couple weeks now. Spring ball starts next week. What are some things that you've seen from your defensive line so far? What are some things you're looking forward to?
Yeah, man, I feel like our group is a nice even kilter group. We got a lot of veterans in the group. We got some seniors, a couple juniors, and then we got some young guys as well. And I think that the new transfers that are coming in are going to push some guys. So in a D-line room, we always want to have competition, and that's what I think our room is full of. And competition, it brings out the best in everybody. So you're going to see our guys competing every day, trying to be the best. And like they say, man, the cream is going to rise to the top. So throughout this spring ball, we're going to evaluate the guys and see who's making the most plays, and then who's also mentally strong, man. Because you're not just out there just doing whatever you want. You got to do certain plays. You got to do certain techniques, and we're going to see who executes the best and who makes the most plays.
All right, cool. That's it, Coach. Appreciate you for joining me.
Thanks. I appreciate you, Terrence. Much love.
Yes, sir.
So where y'all from?
We up from Miami, Florida.
All the way from Miami.
All the way from Miami.
Appreciate y'all coming, man.
Hey, man, we love what you guys are doing, man. We want to support you in every way.
Appreciate your family.
And we're recruiting at home. Everything we see at home, we bring it this way.
My man.
You gotta believe. Dude, we've been believing since day one,
That's
dog.
why I gave him to
Remember
you.
back in Jackson State? We've been believing with you in the pregame show.